My name is Robbie Whitworth, and here today is my audience, my roommates Keegan and Nathaniel. Everyone has a hero in their life. Someone they looked up to, someone they wanted to be like when they grew up. For some of us, we admire athletes or coaches. For others, it might be a public figure or celebrity. For me, my hero was my Grandpa Dean. My Grandpa Dean lived a very simple life, never achieving what the world would consider success. Some might even say he was just a poor farmer, but I believe he was so much more than that. Dean was born on a small farm near Tremont, Utah. Since he was a little boy, he worked with his family to raise and herd sheep. Although he loved what he did, sheep herding is not the most lucrative business. Dean never had much money, and the money he did receive was used to support his wife and 6 children. Most of the time, they barely got by, and everyone had to pitch in to survive. Although he never lived a wealthy life, my grandfather was never a poor man. In fact, he was rich in many ways, especially family. As of today, my grandparents have 6 children, 29 grandchildren, 42 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Dean loved people. It was no surprise if he called you to sing a song, share a joke, or talk about hunting. You always felt love when you were around him and knew he wanted the best for you. He told his family, "You can learn something from anybody as long as you take the time to listen." Grandpa Dean left behind a legacy of love and hard work. Sure, he never had much money, but my grandpa was never a poor man. Grandpa Dean lived an incredible life, but that doesn't mean it was without its struggles. When he was only 20 years old, he was drafted into the army to fight in the Korean War. Him and my grandmother had only been married for a month, and this news was very unexpected. When Dean returned home from Korea, he was never the same. The things he had seen and had experienced haunted him. As well with the struggles from war, Dean also faced resentment from his own father. When Dean left, the farm was in dire need and his family couldn't afford for him to leave. Although it wasn't his choice, my great-grandfather never forgave him for that mistake. Although the world seemed dark, he never gave up hope. My grandfather is the perfect example to me of resilience. He never let his struggles or shortcomings define him. In fact, through his trials, he became a better man. He knew that with the help of his Savior, he could overcome anything in life. It has been 10 years since Grandpa Dean passed away, and yet I think about him almost every day. I remember all the times we would go over to their house and spend time with them and watch a John Wayne film together. I think about the stories he would tell and the things I learned from him. Even though he's not here anymore, I feel like he's still with me every step of the way. And maybe that's what it's all about, and what life is all about. The impact we have on those around us, not the things we achieve. Maybe that's the type of life we should be looking for. I love you, Grandpa, and I can't wait to see you again. This is my audience, by the way, Keegan.